Hi there, welcome. This is Shruti. I'm a multiple six figure blogger and YouTuber, and I've been in this industry for over 5 years already. And in today's video, I want to share with you how to pick a profitable niche. Specifically, what are the two main criterias of a good niche that can help you identify whether the niche is right for you and whether the niche is going to make money in the long run. I'm also going to be walking you through three keyword tool slash market research tools that you can use to learn more about your niche, get content ideas, and make sure that you start a blog that makes money. And without further delay, let's dive in. So, when we're looking at picking the right niche, we want to be asking ourselves a couple of questions. Number one, is there any industry or any audience or any particular type of skill that you have that you are super interested in sharing with others? Or you have a hobby or a passion of yours that you want to develop into a blog. So you really want to be thinking about two, maximum three topics that you can possibly create a blog around. Now, it doesn't have to be that you finalize this on day one of starting your blogging journey, but you absolutely need to narrow down your focus. So instead of trying to try to do everything under the sun, you want to be picking two, maximum three niches to kind of see what are the different ideas that you can come up with, and then narrow down one niche that's going to be the most profitable and that's going to make the most money for you. The second thing, once you've narrowed down your search into two to three categories, you want to be thinking about and looking at actual data, so not just fluff and based on feelings and passion, because passion is great, but if it's not backed up by data, it's not going to get you anywhere. So you want to look at the keyword searches in this particular niche. When we talk about keyword searches, it simply means, is anyone looking for information in this particular niche or industry or category? And if yes, then how big is that audience size? So it's no different from when you start a business and you do market sizing and audience sizing activities, where you try to figure out exactly how many people are looking for similar topics. So if you have a particular category that you have narrowed down, you want to be finding how many people are looking for those ideas, those suggestions, those answers. Because as a blogger, you are basically going to be bridging the gap between information, and you're going to be providing information on a certain category, which is going to be in depth and is going to be something that is being able to be discovered on Google or any other search engine. And in order for you to do this, I'm going to walk you through three free tools that you can use to come up with niche ideas, to dig into keyword research, and to really get an understanding of what could be potentially the best niche for you. The tool that I want to share with you is WordStream. So you can go on tools.wordstream.com, or you can simply go on wordstream.com and go to their keyword tool, where you're able to see basically keyword searches. So I've typed in vegan recipes. Let's assume that we are taking the example of a blogger who wants to talk about vegan food. This is obviously a trending industry at the moment. So they have a free keyword tool where you can literally type in the keyword. And unfortunately, you don't have a lot of options when it comes to countries, but I'm assuming that a lot of you bloggers are going to probably have a English speaking audience. So it doesn't hurt for you to type in United States and then see what are the number of keyword searches happening every single month in this particular industry, right? So you can absolutely choose a sub industry. So you can go in and choose, food or something else. I'm not really doing this because right now we're just looking for a broad idea of which, keywords and things are being searched. So as you can see, there are very, very interesting keywords. So you can see that, in order of the highest to the lowest, you can see there's vegan grill, vegan recipes, and monthly search volume simply means that 110,000 monthly searches are happening around this keyword, which is obviously a great indicator. So you want to be looking at a niche which is not too small, but also not too big, because if it's too small, you probably don't have an audience. And if it's too big, it's probably really competitive, so it's going to be harder for you to stand out in that niche. So you want to be looking at niches which at least have 10 to 20,000 monthly searches, if not more. And you want to be looking at audiences where there can be different versions of the niche as well. So you can have subcategories within that niche. So you want to be having a category where you can have subcategories, because that's going to give you a lot of content options and ideas when you start to grow as a blogger. So as you can see, you have vegan recipes, vegan breakfast, so on and so forth. And of course, we have bidding, which I'm not going to get into because it's about advertising and it's not relevant. You can also see the competition, which is, low, medium, high. Now, this competition is quite related to Google Ads. So I'm not really sure if this is related to how competitive this keyword is. So don't take this at on face value. Just use this tool to figure out if there are monthly searches happening in that niche. So as you can see, there are 74,000 vegan breakfast searches, vegan pizza, veggie burger, vegan baking, vegan meals. So as you can see, there really is a lot of different keywords and sub niches that you could target if you did target this particular niche. So it's not, it's not a unprofitable niche, because there's obviously a lot of people searching for it, right? So there's lots of different things and ideas being searched for. So all you have to do is type in your keyword, or your particular category that you want to target, and you'll be able to see what is the monthly search volume and if that's actually worth going after or not. Next tool that I want to share with you is again a free tool. It's called Pinterest Trends, and you can simply head to it by going to trends.pinterest.com. And again, this is going to differ based on where you are. You may or may not have access to this tool, but a lot of the countries already have access to this tool. So hopefully you have access to it as well. You can also select the region, out of these countries. Again, not every country is going to be covered, but there are a lot of regions that are covered. So you can, for example, select the particular country or region that you want to target, and you can simply head in and, type in the same thing. So I'm typing in vegan, and I'm going to see all of the different ideas and trends that are coming up. So let's look at vegan dinner recipes, because we looked at that before as well. Maybe you want to look at the past 6 months, maybe you want to look at the past 3 months. As you can see, there's consistent trends which show that people are searching for this pretty much every single week. Now, these are not absolute numbers, it's an index. So it just shows on a scale of 0 to 100 how often are people looking for this. And when you go down, you can also look at things like simple vegan dinner, healthy vegan food, meatless meals. You can see all of these smaller keywords which are being searched as well. And the coolest part of them all is that you can actually look at the different popular pins that are showing up. And when you click on that, you'll be able to see what are the top pins that are trending in this niche, which is going to give you so many content ideas when you start blogging in this niche, because you already know that these are the most popular pins as well. There are a couple of other things you can do here as well. So you can actually even compare keyword searches. So as you can see, in this week, so you can see the data around it as well. What was the number of people that were looking for like meatless meals versus vegan dinner recipes, and then you can compare it, in the last 3 months, in the past 1 year, so on and so forth. So this is a really cool tool to get keyword ideas, but also get content ideas and see if your content is going to be able to rank, and what type of content are people loving and what's trending in this particular industry. Okay, and the third tool that I want to share with you to also look for keyword ideas and just look at what's going on in an industry is Keywords Everywhere. It's a free Chrome extension. So basically you just go on your Chrome window, and you can literally download this as an extension. And what happens when you do this is that each time that you type something in Google, it's going to give you a bunch of related keywords and lots of data about what's working. So as you can see on the right side, I now have this new panel where there's lots of different options about what the SEO difficulty is like, which stands for search engine optimization. It's giving me trend data for what's been going on in the last 3 months, in the last 30 days, in the last 7 days. So you can really see, okay, where interest has been falling and where it's been increasing. What's really, really cool about this tool is that it gives you lots of related keywords, which are usually in SEO language long tail keywords. That means these are keywords that people are searching for and are a little bit probably less competitive than the main keyword. So a lot of people can also look at these and go into more ideas and really use this as a kind of baseline for you to create lots of different content ideas. You can also simply copy this to, let's say, an Excel sheet if you are looking for keyword ideas and you want to kind of see what are the different just brain dump it on a sheet, what are the different types of permutations and combinations of that particular keyword. You can also see related searches, and what's also really cool is that they also show you trending keywords which are in this category but not exactly the same. So as you can see, there is chickpea recipes, which again is also vegan recipes, falls under the umbrella, but you probably wouldn't have thought of searching for it, right? So you can see lots of trending keywords, you can see long tail keywords. Again, this is a free tool which is so amazing because all you have to do is download this on your Chrome as a Chrome extension, and as soon as you activate it, it will show you basically everywhere you go options to figure out what keywords are trending, what is not trending. And if you use the free plan, of course there are limitations to how much data you can have, but I believe at the beginning as a new blogger, it's more than enough for you to get an idea of whether or not this niche is, something that you can go after, and whether or not there's enough people that have an interest and a demand in this particular niche. Once you have done this preliminary research where you have figured out what ideas, are really resonating with you, what are the different niches that you can focus on, or what are the different subcategories that you can focus on, your job is not done yet. You still have to see whether or not this niche is going to be profitable. So is there money in this niche? Do people have disposable income? Are they going to be able to afford, helping you monetize your blog? Because my guess is that if you're sitting here watching this video, you want to make money with your blog and you're not just doing this for fun, right? I mean, if it's fun, that's also great, but it would also be great if you can generate, some consistent income from it. So the number one question to ask is, are there any other bloggers who are making money in this niche? Go at social media, go look at blogging income reports, look at different people who have either found a way to make this niche profitable with their blog, or are doing so in either a side, either as a side hustle or in a full-time capacity. If you find people who have been able to go full time in this niche, that's a really good indicator that you will also be potentially able to do that. Because chances are, if you pick a niche or an industry where no one has ever made any money, chances are that you being the pioneer is just going to make your life harder. And you're probably not going to make a lot of money in the beginning because you have no roadmap, no guide, no nothing to follow, right? And you're basically the first person to ever have started a blog in that niche, which is also not a great sign that there is demand that exists in that niche, right? So if you see that there are lots of people who are making money in this niche or are able to generate income, that's a really good sign for you to go ahead. The next thing you want to look at is, what are all the different possible streams of income that you can have in this niche? So you want to look at advertising, affiliate marketing, brand deals, sponsorships, collaborations that you can do with companies. And you also want to look at what are the products and services that you can sell to make money. Now, when it comes to blogging, there are active and there are passive ways of making money, with your blog. The active ways are going to be when you are doing something actively in exchange for, let's say, income. So let's say that you are a vegan recipes blogger and you are actively creating, a specific recipe plan for, let's say, a company, and you're selling that to them. And let's say for this, you're doing one-on-one consulting. That is going to refer to as active income, which means you are trading your time for money. And then there are going to be passive ways of generating income with your blog. And these are ways where you have done the work upfront. So you're going to put the work upfront and then you're going to generate, rewards from it over time. So for example, advertising is one of the ways in which you can put up the work upfront and then do it, and then make money from it over and over again in the long run. One of my favorite ways to make passive income, and that is also front loaded because you do have to put in a lot of work in the beginning, but then you just have to focus on selling your products. And this is my way of creating and selling digital products. And I cover this in a lot of detail inside my program, CEO Blogger Academy. So if you're interested, you can check that out in the description box below, where I basically walk you through how you can create a tiny digital product and really add that to your streams of income early on in your blogging career so that you're able to go full time faster. Because things like advertising, affiliate marketing, and even brand deals depend a lot on the current climate, the budget that brands have to work with you, and also a lot on how big your audience is. So you usually need very large numbers in order to make sustainable income from these income streams. Whereas when it comes to, selling your own products and services, you can go full time much faster and you can develop those income streams and scale them much faster in order for your blog to be profitable, versus when you are only relying on income streams like advertising or affiliate marketing. If you have any questions related to blogging that you would like me to cover on my future videos, make sure to leave them down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. I'll see you in the next one.